Well, this is a big one. Hello and what's up, everybody? I'm the 17th Chronicler, and I have another MOC. I have built another MOC. I don't stop. I can't stop, I won't stop, and I don't know how to stop. Anyway, MOC. It's a MOC time. Okay, this guy is a original character. I did not revamp anyone or anything. So, let me get that out of the way. This guy has a name and a backstory. And his name, I will tell you that right now, his name is Varasel. His title, I don't know, he's known as the Thieves Envy. And before I get too far into his backstory, maybe I should tell you how he's built. I should show off his build. Let's go from the ground up. This guy won't even completely fit in the okay, there we go. Completely fit in the shot. But he is tall. He's very tall. Let's look at the feet. Oh look, Roxy feet too. I love Roxy feet. So if you see them a lot on my MOCs, that's why. I absolutely love Roxy feet. They're so awesome. Modification, I added some Technic pieces in there to keep the connector in place and to bulk and to fill out the back of his foot. That is on both feet. Moving up the thighs. No, not the thighs, the shins. Why do I get that mixed up? I shouldn't get that mixed up. They are Bionicle shins with the knee guard right there. And then I did add the Nuva climbing claws attached via a couple of Technic half beams. Just to give it give him a little more bulk and maybe a little bit more personality. I don't know, uniqueness, whatever. Shins, not... See, I get them mixed up. What? Okay, thighs. Bionicle limbs with friction extenders. Viscerac feet and 2015 eye stalks comprise the armor. They or make up the armor. And Technic bits and bobs and everything. So, it's a little bit odd. I wish I could have done something a little bit more unique, but I like it. To be honest, I like it. Torso. This torso. Okay. This torso. Warning, this torso is a bit complex. Take off that armor. It's just a shoulder armor. Love this piece, too. But yeah, oh, look at that. That is cool. So, it is really cool to see the insides of this guy. But it is just a bunch of Technic pieces stuck together in a lot of different directions. And a couple things to point out. Bionicle, or actually Metru lower torso is on there. That is a big chunk of the torso. And Borak eyes for highlights. Both in black and trans neon green. And I do have a 2015 gearbox up there. However, there are no gears. His arms are stationary. Which, I mean, I love gears and all, but for my MOCs, I don't really prefer to have the gear function. I just think that this torso piece, this gearbox frame, is really useful. There's a lot of different Technic connections, and I can make the arms stay in place if I want to. So I just really like using it. And the neck is a Glatorian neck, and it snaps on and it locks in place with the come on, get on there, chest armor. Shoulder armor is Technic panels. These I got from the 2016 Onua Uniter. And on the back, you can see that they are connected via a Technic beam. That is an actual beam running across the length of his shoulders. And then I have a couple Technic pieces here with some spikes to give it a little bit more detail. Viscerac feet, once again, kind of armor up the back. And further down the back, you've got a Metru armor piece to armor up that. The head is a Mata head with got a green eye stalk and a trans lime green Miru. I kid you not. That is a trans lime green Miru. Yeah, I actually have one of these, and I decided to use it on this MOC. It was, I think, to an extent, this was actually, the mask was actually why I wanted to build that MOC. I just dumped out my canister of collectibles, and I'm like, hey, I want to use that. So I used it on a MOC, and this is the result. Arms. CCBS for the upper arms, not very interesting. Light green, trans lime green bones with black shells. The lower arms is where it starts to get interesting. This is the longest, not the longest, but this is a CCBS bone with a black shell to give him some armor. And then his weapon, his sword, is wrist mounted, or arm mounted, and connects to the arm via Technic 5 long beam, and it's basically a wrist sword. Got a Borak eye there, and I don't know, it looks pretty cool, especially when you put it on the wrist and you're like swooshing it around. But Metru chest armor to armor it up. And then fingers, OMG fingers. So yeah, his wrist doesn't have that much motion, not on this arm, but his fingers can be individually moved. So he can give you a thumbs up. Okay, that's his forearm, at least his sword arm anyway. What about his other arm? This is a thing. It's a cannon. I'll tell you that, it's a cannon. It also connects via Technic, and this base is pretty much the same as the other arm, fingers and all. But it's a bunch of Technic, and it pretty much revolves around that one armor piece that was released in 2010 for Hero Factory. It's got 3 barrels, some elements on the back. This is actually a minifigure weapon from 2006. And a Borak eye, just to give it a little bit more detail. And he's got articulation that allows his arms to rotate as well as bend. So, there you go. I think that pretty much covers the build. Little 360 there. Or 180, whatever. The ideas, the concept, the story. What is this? Who is this guy? Well, I did mention that he is Varasel, the Thieves' envy, and why is he the Thieves' envy? Because he's the best. He's a thief, yes. This guy steals for a living, and he is very good at it too. He's the best thief anyone's ever seen. He is very careful never to leave a trace. He doesn't tell anyone where he hides his stuff or where he lives or anything. Keeps to himself a lot. The only real allegiance he has is to himself, unless you hold his paycheck, and then he steals stuff and people pay him to steal stuff. And if you're holding that paycheck, he's gonna want it. So he'll do a lot to get that money. But he's got a very, like, get it done, get out kind of attitude. But he was eventually caught and exiled. It was the only time he's ever been caught. And he was exiled and never seen again. And nobody found anything that he had been stealing. Nobody knew where to look. And nobody had any leads to go on. So that is Varasel. Pretty long story, I know, but hey, that's what I do. I give very long stories for very complex MOCs. Anyway, that is pretty much all there is to say about Varasel Thieves' Envy. What do you guys think? Do you have any opinions on this guy? Is he good? Is he bad? Do you like his story? Do you hate his story? I mean, whatever. It's your opinion, not mine. But whatever your opinion is, leave it in the comments. Just go ahead, leave it in the comments. Leave a like if you do like this MOC or his backstory, or the video in general. So don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment with your opinions. Share the video with friends if you did enjoy it. That'd be awesome. Subscribe too, that'd be nice. But for now, that is all. I'm the 17th Chronicler. This is Varasel, Thieves Envy. And I'll see you the next time I have a MOC to show you. Goodbye until then.